So, hi everyone. My name is Allie Antonacci. I'm an ambassador with It Works, and I'm super, super, super excited about this tonight. Just been talking to some other leaders, and there are some people on this team who are just straight up on fire. They're running, they're recruiting, things are happening, and what better way to kick off our week and have our minds right for Monday morning than to hear from the people who are killing it so we can model what we're doing. So you guys, from day one for me, I knew I was a full-time working mom. Like I didn't have time to like reinvent the wheel, right? So um I knew that I had to use the resources I have, delegate what I could, and copy the right cat. So at that time, all I had was the show me the money call, and it was legit a call that you called in and you listened to. And what it was the top earners telling us what they were doing to do well in this business. So for me, I just did everything they said they did. And then once I got to be about a diamond and I saw people on our team doing it, slowly had them start sharing too. And I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, and it's like we call it a sizzle call because people are hot, people are on fire, and they're doing things and they're getting it. So I've been talking so much that green carpet is in 5 weeks, right? Gosh, barely even 4.5 now. And there will be massive, massive announcements, probably products, probably promotion. And how many PDTs do you want on your list? How organized do you want to be? Where do you want your business to be? Do you want to be diamonds? You can close out a double. Do you want to be doubles? You can close out a triple. Do you want to have completed your steps to success and have 500 BD so it's an easier transition to Ruby? What is that for you? So right now, every single day, daily intentional work is what's going to get us there. And these three that are going to share with us tonight are doing it. So I do have everyone muted. I will have to unmute you guys so that way we didn't have a bunch of background noise tonight. But first, I want to welcome Madison Bowman. Madison, oh my gosh, I'm so, so, so excited to meet you, see you, talk to you. Taylor sings your praises. I see your name in eSuite, so I know that there is a lot of magic happening. So, you guys and everybody, if you're on here, make sure, I know I usually ask this, but if you can, turn your camera on. No, nothing's more intimidating than talking on a Zoom to a bunch of black boxes. Um, let's show her some support, give her some support in the chat. But Madison, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Who you are, what you do before it works, and kind of because of it works.
Okay, so I am a sophomore in college. I'm from Ohio. I'm a nursing major. I started It Works about a year ago. I think I joined last August or July. And I was really close to a Ruby promotion, and I was just really overwhelmed. And I had a lot going on at the time being in college, and I ended up quitting. And then I texted Taylor probably April or May of this year, and I said, I really want to do this. I was really trying to get my own health back and uh, find a happier version of myself, and I really wanted to make a go for it. And the thought of debt just intimidates me with student loans, and I need a car and an apartment soon and all that. So before It Works, I was very, very unhappy and unhealthy. I did not like wearing shorts or t-shirts, anything that showed my arms, my legs, and I did not like that. I said I shouldn't have to feel this way. So I started watching what I was eating, and I was actually a loyal customer before I became a distributor. So I've been on the keto coffee for years. And so I don't like living paycheck to paycheck, and I just paid for my books with all my bonuses. So
that is amazing. Oh my gosh. And the products are working for you.
yes.
What are your favorites that like you take every single day?
So now that we have celery, that's the very first thing I do in the morning. I have to plug my nose, but I do it.
We all know it's good for us.
I do that, and then 30 minutes later, I'm not a big breakfast person, so I do the keto coffee and the chocolate greens, and at night I do my collagen before I go to bed.
Oh, yeah, you're speaking my language. Yeah. So celery tip, I do it in a shaker bottle. And so something about like not being in an open cup, you don't smell it as much. And
Yeah.
then I do like 5 ounces, like ice cold, and I just chug it so fast. And I will say it's been like 3 weeks. And this morning when I drank it, it almost tasted sweet to me. And I was like, whoa, my taste buds are changing, or I'm detoxing or something. I was like, what is happening here? But I was into that. Awesome. So you joined the business, obviously paying off debt. You're in school. Are you in a dorm room right now?
I am.
You are. I mean, you guys, if that is not commitment, y'all, she's doing this in a dorm room. That's amazing. Like, I would give anything to have the forethought and the confidence to do this when I was 18, 19, 20 years old, guys. I didn't join this business till I was 30 and a mom of a 2-year-old and drowning in like the American dream debt. And now with social media, I mean, my gosh, like people are coming out of college with no debt and enough savings to buy their first house. Like it's mind blowing. So that's incredible. So I mean, you're a nursing student, you are busy college, and obviously school is your number one priority, but you got to be making money too. So what are your like daily non-negotiable tasks? Like you're gonna get stuff done.
So what I do is I wake up like anywhere from a half an hour to an hour early before I have to get up and start my day, because my day from 8 in the morning to about 7, 8 at night, I'm very, very busy. So I'll get up at 5:30 or 6 and I will do my following that morning. And I follow 200 people on Instagram and 50 people on Facebook. And then after I do my following, I go to my Instagram cleaner and I get rid of all those people that don't follow me back, that don't interact with me, that are ghosts on Instagram. And then my messaging, I split it out during the day. So I also have another job and I get two 15-minute breaks and a lunch break. So in the morning, I'll message 20 people. On my 15-minute break, I'll message 10 people. On my lunch break, I'll message 10 people. On my next break, I message 10 people. And then before I go to bed, I'll finish it up until I message 100 people a day. And then well,
So
in the
are
morning,
those new people, or are those follow-ups, or are those both?
both, both.
Okay.
I usually try to respond to my messages right away in the morning from people who message me overnight, just to keep up on that. Otherwise, I'll get all these messages. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to respond to you. And I'll do my post. So, like, a lot of times, I'm not going to lie, I'll make my post the night before and I'll post it in the morning, just because I literally am laying in bed while I'm doing this in the morning. And so I make my post for the day, and sometime during the day, whether it's laying in bed at night, I'll do my interaction for 10 minutes. I just look at the time on my phone, and for 10 minutes, I just sit there and I like and comment and all that. One thing that I found that was really helpful for me is, since I am so busy and I have to like set alarms on my phone sometimes to do this, like I have an alarm that says, do your messaging. You need to interact today, blah, blah, blah. Is do something that for self-development, do something positive every day. So for me, I'm a clean freak, and that's just kind of a way for me to de-stress. So before I moved to my dorm, I would clean my whole house, or I would bake, or I started reading Girl Wash Your Face. Just do something every single day to just take your mind off all that stress.
That's a really, really good tip. Like you have to do what's best for you to keep your mind right. So um in the midst of all this, so you're using Facebook and Instagram. How are you staying organized? Like you said that you're doing so much of it just on your phone, laying in bed, on the go. Um, where are you keeping a list of all these PDTs? How do you know who to follow up? What do you have a system?
So I start with my planner. So I bought this big planner at TJ Maxx. You can order them on Amazon really cheap too. And I make a list. So these are all my potential loyal customers. It's really sloppy, but I'll write down somebody who said that they were interested, what they were interested in, the BV, and the DT that I'm going to move them to. So if they said that they were interested, their name gets written down and I follow up with them. I'll message them the first day. They say they're interested, then they don't text back. I message them like 24 hours later. Hey, I just wanted to check in. Are you still interested? A lot of times they'll say, yes, I'm so sorry, I forgot to text you back. And I just do it that way. I always write down everything. that's just, I'll forget. I have to write it down right away, or I'll leave myself a voice memo in my phone to do it later. Um, so I like to, for the week, I make my planner and I just write down everything that I need to do in the week. Like this week, I need to follow up with my team, do a team meeting, talk to everybody about what their goals are. So it just depends on the day. Like I'll write things in my planner and I'll set alarms on my phone. I use eSuite a lot. I'm constantly checking my eSuite to see, like, in case my DTs didn't tell me they're doing a customer, I'm reminding them, hey, make sure you move this customer in the next 48 hours or whatever.
That is so, so good. You guys, that is a crucial tip right there. Check your e-suite every day. You never know when that person is going to go online and order themselves. They're going to be in your personally enrolled team. You only have 72 hours to move them. And then also, your genealogy report is what I check every day. And it's always going to start from you down. But if you just reverse click like the date they joined, it'll bring up everybody who's been joining you. And so you can see, Madison signed this person, Taylor signed this person, Elizabeth, whatever. So you can see it right in there and you can see where they've been placed. So you can like check in with them. And it's a great way to like recognize your team too, to be like, oh my gosh, I saw you sign a customer for 80 BB. That's amazing. Like it gives you that great, like, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're like up on my stuff. So that's awesome. So I have one other, I have a couple other questions for you. I'm looking at my notes. Where do most of your loyals and distributors come from? Because I know your Instagram and Facebook, like, is it stories? Is it posts? Is it messaging? Like where do you find the source from?
Um, a lot of my DTs right now are from people from my hometown, people I know that have followed me for a year, and they're like, I've been wanting to message you for a long time, but I didn't because I was worried, or I didn't because I didn't know if this was working for you. And now that it is working for me, I'm posting that. I'm showing people that it's working for me. I bought my books with the money that I bring in. I'm buying my gas. I'm getting ready to build or buy an apartment next year. So it's really about um, posting those little things that you don't think are important, but other people are watching you. So that's where I get my DTs from, is from definitely from stories. Um, as far as loyal customers go, I do a lot of polls on my Facebook and my Instagram story, and a lot of messaging, interacting with people. Like I message a lot of people who are interested in health and fitness because I'm into fitness and exercise and all that. So I'll message them and say, hey girl, I saw that you were at the gym. What kind of workouts are you doing? Or what's your go-to thing to do when you're at the gym, just to start a conversation. And now that I made that connection, now they're following me and they see my stories and they're interacting with me, and it just creates a relationship. So when I do reach out to ask them to be an LC, they're more willing.
That is so good. And you guys listen to that. Like she's being so real. She's being so honest. She's not trying to sit here and like she's talking about buying her books, buying her gas, saving for an apartment. She's having success. She's a busy college student. She's following people that have common interests as her. Like honesty, vulnerability, and being real is going to win every single time. If you are trying to, if you're 22 and you're trying to use all the same stories as like a 38-year-old mom, like it's not going to work, and vice versa. Like I'm not going to copy Madison's stories and try to like speak that language. Like, and if I'm trying to recruit a bunch of college girls, like they're not going to be able to relate to me. So you got to like really find your target audience. So, and like people from her hometown, they're being really attracted to her because sounds like you're being really, really loud about your story. So I have a lot of people who come to me and they're like, well, I don't have kids. I have a house. I don't have a dog. Like, what do I post about? So can you like, where do you get your kind of inspiration for your posts?
Um, I have the best results from my post when I'm showing my face, like I'm holding the bottle and says drinking my collagen. People want to see, I feel like I have better results when people are seeing me and not holding the cup. Or I know that sounds silly, but it makes a big difference. I have a lot of people that will just like watch my first couple stories but then it's a picture of me and I'll get like 650 views or something like that on my story. So what was your question? How do I stay
Just like, where's your inspiration come from on your posts?
I just try to stay uh consistent in my routine and show people what I do every day. I don't know necessarily where I watch Taylor's posts and Cheyenne Knox's posts a lot. And also I took a ton of notes from Carly when we did her Zoom a couple weeks ago. That's where I got the setting the alarms from, as far as getting my non-negotiable tasks done. But I just try to keep it real about what I do and my routine, and that gets better results than posting like the advertisement pages of what the products do, things like that.
That's awesome. And you guys, so I just looked up Madison's Instagram. It's private, so I can't see it all, but it's like, I look at her description and I have no idea that she's a network distributor. I think this is you. Yeah, this is you. This is probably, and she has less followers than me. And she just said she gets 650 views on her stories. Y'all, I'm gonna look at my story right now. Story I posted 10 hours ago, I have 95 views on. Do you know why she gets so many views on her stories? Because she's interacting with people and she's real. And she has people who are coming and want to see what she has to say because she's showing her face and she's being honest. You guys, I cannot stress this enough. And like, that was just like a huge slap in the face. When you said 650, I was like, how many do I get? Like, even when I have like good stories about my kids, like I maybe get 200, 220. And we have a very, very similar number of like followers. So that's amazing. Well, Madison, I am so excited that we got to talk to you. I had to know what you were doing because you are killing it. And I know that you are like zeroed in on Ruby and Emerald. It sounds like you're going to back to back it. And so I can't wait to meet you. Probably not till conference, but yeah. Now, where do you go? You said Ohio?
I go to Ohio State. Yeah.
Ohio State. Okay, awesome. Well, you guys, if someone in a dorm room can do it, anyone can do it, right? So, Madison, you are a doll. I am cheering you on. I'm super excited to meet you. So, thank you for being on tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, we're going to move on to Miranda. Let's see here. I'm going to unmute. Oh, shoot. There she goes. Let me see. Unmute Madison. Unmute Miranda. All right, we should be good. Yay, there you are, Miranda. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. All right, so I gotta know, save stuff, like what all you're doing. So for everybody who doesn't know you, can you give the who you are, kind of how long you've been in the business, before it works, and because of it works? Like give us your 2-minute story.
Okay, so my name is Miranda Runge, and I started out with It Works in November of last year. Before that, I was a loyal customer. I did my 3 months with a friend of mine. I was just trying to support her, and I started losing weight. And I was also following, like on the other hand, I was following Erin, who's my enroller, and I saw her posts about like making money, and I was really skeptical actually about the making money part of it. But then I started losing weight and I was like, well, if the products work for me, and I see this person who's, you know, selling those products, sharing them, and she wasn't doing it like weird and kind of in your face all the time, so I didn't feel uncomfortable with it. You know, I was like, all right, I'll keep her as a friend. But I asked the girl who enrolled me as a customer, how do I sign up as a distributor? And she was kind of wishy-washy about it. So I was like, well, never mind then. And so I messaged Erin and I said, how do I do that? How do I do what you're doing? So that was kind of, you know, how it all happened. But because of It Works, you know, I was losing a little bit of weight as a customer. And then as a distributor, I started losing even more weight, and like really getting into using the products like consistently, using more products. And I was really excited about sharing my results with everyone else. So that made me, you know, really want to like use the products even more and share them more. And I've lost about 20, 25 pounds or so, but like recently I'm not very good with my dieting or, eating healthy. And, but now I think that the kids are like going back to school. It'll be a lot easier to kind of get back on track.
Yeah, well, I saw you in person last month and you look incredible. It is hard. It's hard over summer, but you guys, these products are insane. So and just being loud about your struggles. I was the first one to post last week. Like, this summer has not been good. And I know that bad eating and bad choices and not being consistent has taken a toll on my body. So, I mean, I've kind of done a reset and just eating like super clean, tons of water, and taking our products. I'm down like 5 pounds in 6 days. If that does not tell you that my body needed a detox, like, I don't know what does, but also like our products are incredible. The celery, the coffee every single day. I mean, it's like changing my whole body like instantly. I'm like, oh yeah, these really do work. So, all right. Well, I know you have been killing it lately. Can you tell us like what are your non-negotiables? How, and you do have kids, you have a lot of stuff in your life going on. What are your non-negotiables? And then how do you structure your day to get it all in?
Yes. All right. So I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I actually work. You could consider it a full-time job, even though I only work 4 days a week now. But I wake up and am starting work about 5:30 in the morning every day now. I used to wake up about 6:30 in the morning, and then I would be, posting and messaging throughout my workday. And like over lunch and when I got home from work and, right before like bed and everything. And now I get up, start about 5:30 or so, and I start replying to the people who've messaged me like the night before, and I'm getting better about like actually going to bed at a reasonable time instead of being up until like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning and then still trying to get up at 5:30 in the morning, because it can drain you and that's unhealthy for you and your business. So by putting in an effort to create boundaries for myself, I'm actually giving myself kind of like a challenge, to stay working and be as productive as possible within those time limits. So I get up, I do my messaging, I interact with people, and I add friends in the morning. So and I add to my story. And then I've realized that if I post too early, like not a lot of people or not as many people will actually be seeing it because I'm up so early, and most of the friends that I have on Facebook are also in the central time zone. So, if I'm posting that early, by the time they get up, like however many people have posted right after me, it's just going to get like washed away. So I've started to make my first post maybe around like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning then instead.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like sometimes when I put a post up at 4:30 in the morning, like it gets bumped so far down by other people's posts at 7 and 8. So what are you doing for your mindset? Like you've been in the business for about a year, cannot talk. You've moved really fast, but we do have to evolve and life happens and everything. So what are you doing to like keep your mind right and keep your mindset, in the right spot so you're goal focused on your next goal?
So in the beginning, it was just kind of a follow the leader kind of situation where, I watched what Aaron was posting about. I watched what you were posting about, Jenny, like all the people I was, following, who were being successful. I wanted that same success. So I figured I would just do the same things that you guys were all doing and get there somehow. Right. So then, I realized, okay, so these YouTube videos that I was being sent by my enroller or that I would see in our group pages, I'm just going to go find those people and go look at their pages too. And so that's what I did. I just watched a lot of like YouTube videos to get all those tips from the people who were being successful, and just trying to integrate them into what I was doing and share them with my team as well as I was growing my team. And then, I still do a lot of that. I still watch like YouTube videos from recorded Zooms from different people. not just in our team, but in other, teams in It Works. Because I mean, there's so many successful distributors so you can take notes from. And then I listen to Pam Souter's podcasts a lot because I'm doing a lot of stuff, like, at the same time, I don't always have time just to sit down and like read a book. But I have started reading. I was reading Girl, Stop Apologizing. And that's like really, really important because, it just kind of gives you like the control over yourself instead of worrying about like what everyone else is thinking about you. It's more like, what do you want over, that's more important than anyone else's opinions. The other thing is, the book for our book club. Like
Rejection Proof.
Yeah, Rejection Proof. I just got that and started reading it. And it's so funny because when that came out, when, it started like, this is the book we're going to do, I was like, oh my gosh, I watched like a video on that guy talking, and it just like blew my mind, the perspective that he put on being rejected. I was like, oh my gosh, that's, it's not only helping him out to desensitize himself to hearing those no's all the time, but it gives him, the opportunity to change the situation. But it also gives the person he's asking an opportunity to, do something that they may never have the opportunity to do.
Absolutely. And I saw him speak in person, and Jenny and I both were like, oh my gosh, like, we have got to read this book because he just had such a positive attitude, and he talked so much about like how many you ask all these things expecting a no that eventually you start getting yeses. And like that's in sales too. That's in our business. So that's just so crucial. All right. So green carpet's coming. You're coming to green carpet.
Yeah.
And can you talk about like what you're excited for as you go to green carpet and just into the end of the year? Like, you're a year into this business, you have a little bit of tenure, you've been through this time of year before coming into conference. Like, so what do you see for yourself, and what are you excited for this team for the rest of the year?
So I went to the St. Louis event, and that was like my first, time being with all the people who I'd really only ever seen online, which was crazy. It's like It Works celebrities or something. And so, going to green carpet, this is an event that like it's so highly talked about, and so many more people are going to be there. So I'm really, really excited to just kind of like absorb all the information, that is going to be talked about, and just like take so many notes and meet new people. And, then because only a couple of people on my team, or one person I think on my team, is actually going to be able to be there with me. I'm just really excited to share everything with the people who aren't going to be able to be there. Because I think it's really, really important that, as a leader, when you are learning something, you have to then be able to pass that information down to your team so that you can create new leaders.
Yeah, I think it's so important, because as we grow, as you get to diamond, as you get to double, like, you cannot carry a whole team. And I think it's Jim Rohn who says, you can lead a team of thousands, but you can't carry two on your back. And it's right. Like, you can't carry two people on your back at the same time, but you can lead tens of thousands of people. So that's such a great perspective to be able to just bring back so much goodness and go there so open and so excited. Well, Miranda, I just think you are amazing, and you are adorable, and I love you. So thank you so much for sharing tonight. You are the best. We are going to go over to Taylor now. So I'm going to mute Miranda, and we're going to unmute Taylor. Taylor, where are you? Okay. There you are. Hi. I feel like you're in a different room in your house today than you usually are. So I feel like I always see you in your little office next. Now you're in your bedroom this time. So, Taylor, oh my gosh, you are just, I love your Instagram. And I know that's what you're going to tell me about, or tell everybody about. But you guys, it's so funny. I told Taylor, I was like, I don't know what you're doing or where you're getting your inspiration, but like every morning when I click on Instagram, I like instantly want to go watch Taylor's story. So it's just like super engaging, and she has this big following, and it's awesome. So, Taylor, for everybody who doesn't know you, will you do your kind of 2-minute story as well before you get into everything you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, so I'm Taylor. I'm 25 years old. I joined this business in March of 2017. It was 2 days before I was moving from Michigan all the way to California. I knew nobody except my boyfriend. And I was like, I don't even have a job set up, so we'll give it a shot. Who knows? Um, Turns out, did it for a few months. Wasn't bad. And then I got engaged, and then I got this volunteer position, which I thought was my absolute dream job. And I was like, gotta go. So totally quit, didn't do anything from July probably all the way until March. My volunteer position ended, and I was like, crap, I don't like this at all. What the heck am I gonna do? I'm gonna coach gymnastics for the rest of my life and make $30,000 a year. This isn't gonna fly. So I was like, oh yeah, it works. Opened my pay portal. I had gotten paid every single month that I wasn't in this business because I had a decent volume. And I was like, what the heck did I just do? So brought everything back. And then, so let's see, April, I reactivated my account, started working in May of 2018. So it's been about, what is that, like a year and some months now. And I went, so I reactivated in May, went diamond in December, took my husband diamond in March, then went double in April. So what's coming? I am so excited because I know this time last year, I worked my butt off. I got married last year at this time, and I was working my butt off all summer, all fall, hitting diamond right before conference, going to conference, which I was like mind blown, and then taking my husband diamond and then me going double right after. I'm so excited for the next 6 months. Like, it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard during the fall and when all these holidays come, Sorry. People are spending money on gifts. They don't really want to invest in themselves. They're eating like crap. It's going to get tough, but you keep going, because right after that, stuff is going to go crazy and you have to be there for conference. So now I'm working for Triple and life is good. I just bought a car in cash, which is like huge. We still live in a little 1-bedroom apartment, but we're saving up and I love this. So that's me.
You're amazing. You're amazing. Yeah, y'all, 25 years old, she just bought a car in cash. Like, that's insane. That's so amazing. So, and she was loud about it, all over her stories, all over her posts. And I am sure you have had people come to you being like, what the heck do you do? Because you guys, that's true attraction marketing, and that's what you want to be doing. You do not want to be a salesperson. You have to be attracting them. Share with them. I don't care if all you have is one wrap, one packet of keto coffee. You change your shirt, you take a million different pictures with that. Like, you figure it out to draw people into what your products you have and the life you're living. And if you don't feel like you have your own story yet, talk about the life you're gonna live. Like, here's where I was when I started, here's where I am now, and here's where I'm going. Like, share that. But Taylor has been killing it lately on Instagram, host to post. So really, really excited. I know so many of us have been doing it for about a year and a half on Facebook, but the Instagram game's been a little weird. So I asked her tonight, I was like, just tell us everything, how you're making it work, how you're sealing the deal, how you're keeping it organized. It's all yours.
Okay. So I just really started it this month. So I've done host to post on Facebook. I really just don't like it. I don't know. I just don't. And that's fine. There's things that you're going to like and there's things that you're not going to like. So figure out what you like and what you're good at and then do it 10 times harder. So what I'm doing is I'm making on Canva. Canva is what I use. It's an app you can use over, but you pick a template that's the size of an Instagram story. It literally says IG story. And then all I do is put a picture of myself on there, and then I say something like, who wants to make $300 to $500 a month from their phone? Text opportunity to, and then I leave a blank spot. Now, when you're making this story, make sure that it doesn't go all the way up and it doesn't go all the way down. There's like a chunk at the top and a chunk at the bottom because your name is going to be up there and then your message box is going to be down there and it's going to block it. So always leave space when you're making a story, okay? And then you just ask like normal, like you would on Facebook. So I'll just message and say, hey, quick question. I was wondering, I do one message. I don't do this conversation thing. I want to get it done. So I'm like, hey, quick question. I was wondering if you would put up this one story, this one post on your story for me, and then tag me under the word opportunity. Here's what it looks like. What do you think? I send it to them. Sometimes I send them 2 different ones. So I have like a flowery, cute one, and then I have like a Cheeto one. So there's like 2 different types of people, right? Some like the cute flowery, some are bold. So I'm like, you can pick whatever one you want. I don't care. And I mean, most of them are doing it. It's so simple. It's just nobody wants to put on their feed. Okay, so do it on their story. So then I'm getting lots of DMs back. So my potential list, you guys, has never grown this fast the whole year I've been in this. So there's that way. Another thing is with our giveaway, you guys, the gas gift card giveaway. I love this giveaway because we can, like, there's so much we can do with it, you guys. We're giving away gas money. Why did you join? Most of us joined for gas money. I joined for gas money. So when you're putting this post talking about the giveaway, you can say, I'm so excited that I'm able to give away $250 worth of gas money. Like, looking back, I can't believe that's what I joined for. I joined this business for $250 or $200 for gas every single weekend. Now I get to give it away. I'm so pumped, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then what I'm doing to get engagement for that giveaway so that I can get host to post up. Hold on, let me read my notes. Okay, so so I put this, you can go look on my Instagram, it's up there, or it's on my Facebook. I need to do it again, but I put this giveaway post up, and the first words on my Instagram post are giveaway, and it's in this like really pretty font. And then I do an enter, and then I wrote my post out about how I'm so excited to be able to give it away, and I joined because of this. Then I say, to enter to win my giveaway, this is what you have to do. Number 1, you have to be following me. Number 2, you have to tag 2 friends, and I made it like you have to tag 2 friends who you want to go on a road trip with. And then you say, I said, be on the lookout for a message from me, or for a DM from me. Got a ton of comments on that the first time I did it on Instagram. And then I just went and messaged those people, and I just said, hey, I'm super excited to give this away. Here's what you have to do. Just throw this up on your story and tag me under the words opportunity. And then how I'm keeping it organized is I just have a Excel spreadsheet. So when they put it up, I'll put their name in it. I put IG, and then I put their handle, because it's really hard for me to find people on Instagram if I don't have their exact handle. So name, IG, or Facebook, and then their handle. And so now that we're in the middle of the month, I'm going to go back to all of those people and say, hey, just remember you can enter it up to 3 times. So here's a different one. Do you want to put this up? They're going to say yes or no. Okay. I'm going to read to you guys the exact wording that I'm using for people who comment, and I can put it in the chat.
And people are asking too, like, what picture did you use for your giveaway post? So was it a giveaway post, or was it a giveaway on your story?
The giveaway that I
giveaway up at the top in pretty font.
Oh, I'll show you. I'll share my screen and show you.
Perfect.
So this is what I say after they comment. I say, hey, thanks for the comment, babe. You just have to throw one story post up on your story and tag me. Sound good? Then I can enter you. So I'll just assume, like, sound good? Okay, I'm going to enter you. Then they're going to say, yeah. And I say this. And then I send the photos with this. So then I say, that's supposed to say yay, not a. Yay. Okay, you can pick whatever one you want. Just tag Tay-Pens under opportunity. If you share my giveaway post to your story as well, that also helps me a lot. So what I mean by that is I'm going to share my screen, if that's okay. How can I share my screen? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Okay. So first, this photo. I don't think I can open this photo up, but okay, we'll just go to Insta. Oh yeah, I can. So this is the photo. This is one of the photos that I give to the person, put on their story, and they tag Pens, which is my Instagram handle, under the word opportunity in that blank spot. I recommend making the blank spot like a white box, because somebody put my name like under the box where the sunflowers are, and I'm like, girl, they can't see that. Can you fix it? So I would put like an actual like white box. Like here's the other one. And then here's the other one. It's like cutesier. Okay. And you don't even have to put your photo on it. Okay. So this is the actual photo that I used. It was just a cute photo of me. And then the caption says giveaway in cute letters. Those cute letters are more like they grab your attention. Okay. So I say giveaway because on Instagram, especially, there's giveaways from like every blogger partners with somebody and does a giveaway. Okay. I know when I see those, I'm like, heck yeah, I want to win something. I never win, but I want to win something. And it doesn't even matter what it is. It's like free beach towel. I'm like, yeah, it's free. So grab people's attention by doing those fancy letters, and you can find those letters.
I was just gonna say, can you tell people how to make those letters?
I Googled cool symbols, and then it's like the first thing it says cool symbols. I think you click on it on Google, and it has like symbols, like those little arrow things. I thought they looked like trees. I thought they matched my thing. I don't know. It has a bunch of like emoji type things, and then it has letters and numbers too. So you guys can read what I said. So I kind of this was like a giveaway and an opportunity post. So I'm one for a good road trip. So in my opinion, this is the best giveaway yet. It's the whole reason why I joined this, a $250 gift card. I joined this business in hopes to make $200 a month for gas. Little did I know a full-time income, lifelong friends and mentors, and freedom were on the other side of my yes. Now I'm the one giving away gas money. Here's how to enter. Follow me at Tapens, tag 2 friends, who you want a road trip with. Be on the lookout for a DM from me. Now, I would also add in there, follow me, tag 2 friends, and instead of saying be on the lookout for a DM, say share this post to your story. Okay, so what that means, like if you go to my post, if you're on your phone, I have to burp, I'm sorry. If you're on your phone, there's an arrow, I think it's on the right bottom, and you can click it and it says send, I think, or share, I don't know. And you can share it to your story, or you can share it to people's inboxes directly. You have to make sure that you have to look at your settings and make sure that your settings are, I don't know, that it allows you to do that. But I would tell people to share that to their story. So now their followers are seeing my giveaway post, and they can click on my giveaway post from their story. And then right after that, they're seeing an opportunity post to make money. So that's what I'm doing. I think it's like a 2-for-1. It's a free business post and a giveaway post. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, everybody is like, I wonder if this will work on Facebook. Like the chat's like blowing up. So this is all so amazing. Jenny says Google Facebook font generator, and you'll just find anyone's. You don't want to be using them every single day, because when you don't want to make your entire post a weird font, because then Facebook or Instagram sees that as like just a post with nothing but like emojis and symbols. And that's like a cue for spammy stuff. So you'll get buried then. Oh my gosh. This is like so good. This is so easy. You guys, you don't have to have fancy apps. Like she said, choose Canva or Over. You can use Word Swag. You can use PixArt. Like they're all pretty easy to use.
One more thing is what I started doing probably the last month and a half is at the bottom of all of my opportunity things, or anywhere I talk about the business, I'm using the exact same call to action. So before I didn't do call to actions a lot. Honestly, I would probably do them like maybe once a week on my posts. Maybe, I don't know. And they could be different every time. Like one time I might say like text opportunity. The other time I might say drop a yellow heart. Another time I might be like, I don't know, if I'm talking about like going diamond, I might say DM diamond. I never, ever, ever got people into my inbox from opportunity posts unless it was like a now hiring, and then I listed like all this money stuff. I got people into my inbox from that. But last month and a half, what I've been doing is the same exact call to action every single time. So at the whenever I'm talking about the business, at the end, I'll say DM opportunity to, and I put my phone number. I'm getting random people text my phone. I'm getting random people that I don't even follow in my inbox saying opportunity. So I would suggest trying that out and seeing how it works for you. And it could be any word. Like pick, if you're going diamond and you're focusing on going diamond, make the word diamond every single time. So that when they're laying in bed and they're like, oh my God, I have to go to work on Monday. I hate work. I don't even make enough money. Why am I here? You know what they're going to think? They're going to think, oh my God, that girl on Instagram, what did she say? She's been saying diamond, diamond, diamond. Okay, I'm going to go text her diamond. So they know exactly what to say to you. So I would try that out and see if it works for you guys.
That is a great tip because you guys, people have to see something, what, like 21 times to remember it or something like that. So there is a lot of power in hearing the same thing over and over and over again. And the same thing with your posts and your stories. Like this is something that I really took away from the Global Leadership Summit and just talking to some other leaders lately is like, I feel like sometimes I don't post my story because I'm like, well, everybody's heard it. And it's like, but there's so many pieces. Like you can take the same thing that happened and like break it into like 10 different posts. And there's always going to be somebody new seeing your story. There's always going to be someone new reading your post. There's always like, you're doing this for you and your business. So like, stop worrying about like, oh, I don't want them to see opportunity on my story every day. Yes, you do. When they start texting you, you are going to want them to remember that you said opportunity. So that's amazing. Taylor, I know you are hustling in, coming in hot on triple. And you just have a lot coming up and it's just really, really, really exciting. So super proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you to Madison, Miranda, and Taylor. This was just, oh my gosh, jam-packed goodness. Everybody, you guys, just tell them thank you in the chat. I did record this, and in 10 minutes we will be tuning in a Mark Pentecost page, and he will go live with Family Call. So that's where our corporate always tells us all the updates, product news, announcements, everything comes there. That is their number one way to communicate with us. And someone just said, is there a secret of following the right people on social media? No, because they might be right for me and not for you, or vice versa. So you need to find people who are like-minded, similar interests, group pages, Instagram hashtags. You never know who's going to connect with you. So you guys, just thank you so much for being on. I'll get this posted and go, tuck your kid in, get your drink of water, whatever you need, and get over to Mark Pentecost page here in 10 minutes for the Family Call. Thanks, guys, so much. Have a good night.